Hey everyone, welcome back to Accounting Basics. If accounting has ever felt confusing or full of strange rules that don't make any sense, you're in the right place because today we're breaking down one of the most important accounting concepts of all time, debits and credits, in a way that actually clicks. Now here's the weird part. A debit is not always good and a credit is not always bad. That idea alone confuses millions of people when they first learn accounting. So if you've ever wondered why adding money can sometimes be a debit and why reducing something can be a credit, stick around because by the end of this video, debit and credit will finally make sense. Let's start with the foundations. Accounting is built on something called the double entry system. This means that every transaction affects at least two accounts, and the total debits must always equal the total credits. Think of it like a balance scale. If one side moves, the other side has to move too. Now, here is the most important rule that you will absolutely need to remember. Debit means left. Credit means right. That's it. Debit is simply the left side of an account, and credit is the right side. They do not automatically mean increase or decrease. To understand when debits and credits increase or decrease an account, we need to look at account types. There are 5 main types of accounts. 1. Assets. 2. Liabilities. 3. Equity. 4. Revenue. And 5. Expenses. Let's start with assets. Assets are things that the business owns, like cash, equipment, or inventory. For assets, debits increase assets, credits decrease assets. So if a business receives cash, cash goes up, and that increase is recorded as a debit. Next, liabilities. These are things that the business owes, like loans or accounts payable. For liabilities, credits increase liabilities. Debits decrease liabilities. So if a business takes out a loan, the loan balance increases with a credit. Now let's talk about equity, which represents the owner's claim on the business. Equity behaves the same way as liabilities. Credits increase equity, debits decrease equity. Which brings us now to revenue. Revenue increases equity, so it follows the same rule. Credits increase revenue, debits decrease revenue. And finally, expenses. Expenses reduce equity, so they act in the opposite direction of revenue. Debits increase expenses, credits decrease expenses. Let's look at a quick example if you're not quite with me yet. Let's imagine that a business buys office supplies for $100 in cash. Office supplies, which are an asset, increase. Debit, $100. Cash, which is an asset, decreases. Credit, $100. Same transaction, two sides, perfectly balanced. Here's another example if you're still not quite with me. The business earns $500 in service revenue and gets paid in cash. Cash increases. Debit, $500. Revenue increases. Credit, $500. You see the pattern here? Every transaction tells a story, and debits and credits are just the language we use to record it. So remember, debits and credits are not about good or bad. They're about direction and balance. Once you understand account types and how they behave, accounting becomes much less mysterious. If this helped you to make debits and credits crystal clear, then hit that like button, subscribe for more simple accounting guides, and drop a comment below with topics that you want explained next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.